Toronto's a cold city.
And I'm not just talking about the weather. Even though I agree that Canadians are generally nice, I often struggle to feel a true sense of community and connectedness with my fellow Torontonians. I know it's not in my head, and I'm not the only one, because time and time again we hear Toronto is a lonely city. But why? We have countless events and spaces for every interest, grassroots networks and mutual aid groups for every cause, festivals and even neighborhoods for many cultures. Yet I often hear people say their pottery class or community teach-in didn't facilitate connection, it left them craving more. I remember when I landed here a couple of years ago, I was shocked by how many people I approached at social events didn't even seem interested in chatting. I was also confused when a Canadian friend was surprised that I picked up a coffee bill. I thought that was a small and relatively common gesture, and that's not to brag about Lebanese hospitality. Even though I do feel there is definitely a cultural divide there, because why do I feel closer to my local dry cleaner's receptionist, who's a 60-year-old Cypriot lady, than I do to a lot of my peers who grew up here? Long story short, it's hard to make friends in the city, and when you try, you're often met with a cold vibe. But it's not just about making friends, it's about your day-to-day interactions with your larger community. It's one thing I miss about Lebanon. There's this warmth and care with even strangers and acquaintances that I can't explain. As an immigrant, I also feel the alienation of being here while my heart is there, especially when bombs are incessantly falling around my loved ones and I'm here helpless. But these are the times you need community the most. And I don't mean just your besties. Sometimes your community aren't even going to be your friends, and that's okay. Those relationships are also important. So how do we break this ice wall and extend ourselves to the other so we can truly feel in community, we can really have this sense of connectedness? I have a suggestion. Do it awkward. Reach out, show up, even when it's uncomfortable, even when you're tired. You never know what might happen. What do you think? How are you building community in the city?